Hi students, good morning to all. It's me Vinod K. Joseph, your maths teacher. How do you do? I hope that all are doing well. Did you enjoy our last maths class? Okay, good. Today, last class we discussed polynomials, terms, coefficients of the polynomials. Then we discussed monomials, binomials, trinomials, and we discuss degree of a polynomial, and finally we discuss different types of polynomials, linear polynomials, quadratic polynomials, and cubic polynomials. Today I am going to introduce a new topic for you, zeros of a polynomial. Today's topic is zeros of a polynomial. Now consider a polynomial p of x equal to 5x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 2. Consider a polynomial p of x equal 5x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 2. And if we replace x by 1 anywhere in the polynomial p of x, that is, we are going to replace, if we replace x by 1, if we replace x by 1 everywhere in p of x, we get p of 1 x by 1, p of 1 equal 5 into 1 cube minus 2 into 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 2. That is, replacing x by 1, polynomial is p of x equal to 5x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 2. Replace x by 1, that is p of 1, x by 1, p of 1 equal to 5. Then x cube in place of x, write 1 cube minus 2 into, here is x square, replace x by 1, so 1 square plus 3 into 1 minus 2. It is equal to, we know 1 cube. What is 1 cube? You already learned that 1 cube equal to 1 repeats 3 times. 1 time 1 time 1. Its answer is 1. So 1 cube is 1. So our answer is 5 into 1 minus 2 into, what is 1 square? 1 square is 1 time 1, that is equal to 1 itself. So 2 into 1 plus 3 into 1 is 3 minus 2, that is 5 minus 2 plus 3 minus 2. 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 minus 2 is 4. We got 4. That is p of 1 equal to 4. So we can say that the value of p of x at x equal to 1, value of p of x, we can say value of p of x at x equal to 1 is 4. So once more, the polynomial is p of x 5x cube minus 2x square plus 3x minus 2, and we are going to replace x by 1 anywhere in p of x, everywhere in p of x, we get p of 1 equal to 4. So we say value of p of x at x equal to 1 is 4. Similarly, we can find p of 0. If we replace x by 0, what is our answer? If p of 0, replace x by 0. So 5 into 0 cube minus 2 into 0 square plus 3 into 0 minus 2. That is equal to, what is the answer of this one? P of 0. We know 0 cube. What is 0 cube? 0 into 0 into 0. Answer equal to 0. And 2 into 0 square. 0 square is 0 into 0. That is 0. This time 0. So this time 0. This is 0. This is 0. So what do you get? Finally we get the answer minus 2. So p of 0 is minus 2. And then can you find p of minus 1? Can you find p of minus 1? What will be p of minus 1? See, p of minus 1 equal to 5 into minus 1 cube minus 2 into minus 1 square plus 3 into minus 1 minus 2. It is equal to, what is the answer of this one? P of minus 1. This polynomial replacing x by minus 1. What is P of minus 1? P of minus 1 equal to, here minus 1 square, minus 1 cube. What is minus 1 cube? Minus 1 cube. First find minus 1 cube. That is equal to minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. That is equal to 3 negative numbers. Answer is negative. So minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. So answer is 5 into minus 1. Then minus 2 into minus 1 square. What is minus 1 square? Minus 1 square is minus 1 into minus 1. That is equal to positive 1. So 2 into 1 plus 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 minus 2. So we can see that 5 into minus 1 is minus 5, minus 2, minus 3, minus 2. All terms are negative. So what is the answer? Adding all. Answer is negative. Then 5, 2, 3, 2. That is 5, 7. It is minus 12. So P of minus 1 is minus 12. Students, did you clear it? Some more examples. Find the value of each of the following polynomials. One is P of x equal to 5x square minus 3x plus 7 at x equal to 1. We have to find the value of this polynomial at x equal to 1. So, the value of the polynomial P of x at x equal to 1 is given by P of 1. Value of x equal to 1. X equal to 1. Replace x by 1. So, P of 1 equal to 5 into 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 7. It is equal to, what is the answer? It is equal to 1 square. We know 1 square is 1. We have seen that. So, 5 into 1 minus 3 into 1 is 3 plus 7. That is 5 minus 3 plus 7. What is the answer of this one? 5 minus 3 is 2. 2 plus 7 is 9. Its answer is 9. Another one, Q of y. Q of y is another polynomial. Q of y, second example. Q of y is equal to 3y cube minus 4y plus root 11 at y equals 2. We have to find the value of the polynomial. Value of the polynomial Q of y at y equals 2. Value of the polynomial at y equals 2. So, value of this polynomial is given by Q of 2. Y equals 2. Y equals 2. So, Q of y, that is Q of 2, that is equal to 3 into 2 cube minus 4 into 2 plus root 11. It is equal to 3 into, what is 2 cube? Last year you have learned that cubes. 2 cube equal, what is the answer of 2 cube? 2 cube equal, 2 repeats 3 times. That is 2 into 2 into 2. Its answer equal to 4 into 2, 8. 2 cube equal to 8. So, 3 into 8 minus 4 into 2 is also 8 plus root 11. That is equal to 3 into 8 is 24 minus 8 plus root 11. That is equal to 24 minus 8 is 16. 16 plus root 11. So, the value of the polynomial at y equals 2 is 16 plus root 11. Once again, Q of y is a polynomial, variable is y. Q of y is equal to 3y cube minus 4y plus root 11. Now, we have to find the value of this polynomial at y equals 2. Replace y by 2. In place of y, write 2. So, that is 3 into 2 cube minus 4 into 2 plus root 11. That is equal to 3 into 2 cube. 2 cube equal 2 into 2 into 2. That is 8. Sometimes students, you may write it is 6. I have seen many times most of the students are writing 3 into 2. They are multiplying 2 into 3 or 3 into 2. Answer is 6, but that is wrong. Actually, 2 cube equal to 2 into 2 into 2. That is 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. So, 2 cube is 8. So, 3 into 8 is 24 minus 8 plus root 11, that is 16 plus root 11. One more example. Example 3. Example 3, P of t equal to 4t power 4 plus 5t cube minus t square plus 6 at t equal to a. T equal to a. We have to find the value of the polynomial at t equal to a. T equals a. So what is that? P of a. T equal to a. So in place of t, write a. P of a equal to 4a raised to 4 plus 5a cube minus a square plus 6. So this is the value of the polynomial at t equal to a. Now, these are the values of the polynomials. Now, consider another polynomial p of x equal to. Consider another polynomial p of x equal to x minus 1. P of x is a polynomial. It is given p of x equal to x minus 1. Then, what is p of 1? What is p of 1? P of 1 equal to, that means we are going to replace x by 1. P of 1 equal to 1 minus 1 equal to 0. We got P of 1 equal to 0. So, as P of 1 equal to 0, P of 1 equal to 0, we say that as P of 1 equal to 0, we say that 1 is a 0 of the polynomial. If P of 1 equal to 0, we say that 1 is a 0. 1 is a 0 of the polynomial P of x. Once again, consider the polynomial P of x. P of x equal to x minus 1. And we are going to find P of 1. If P of 1 equal to 0, then we say that 1 is a 0 of the polynomial P of x. Now, similarly, you can check that 2 is a 0 of the polynomial Q of x. You can check that 2 is a 0 of the polynomial Q of x, where Q of x equal to x minus 2. 2 is a 0 of the polynomial Q of x, where Q of x equal to x minus 2. In general, we say that a 0 of the polynomial P of x, in general, we say that a 0 of the polynomial P of x, 0 of a polynomial P of x is a number C such that P of C equal to 0. Once again, in general, we say that a 0 of polynomial P of x, 0 of the polynomial P of x is a number C. P of x, 0 of a polynomial P of x, that is a number C such that the condition is P of C equal to 0. Again, and we can say one example, 1 is a 0 of the polynomial x minus 1, minus 2 is a 0 of the polynomial x plus 2. Then, next topic. Now students, you must have observed the 0 of the polynomial x minus 1. You must observe that the zeros of the polynomial x minus 1, that is obtained by equating it to 0. That is x minus 1 equal to 0, which gives x equal to 1. We say P of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0 is a polynomial equation. We know P of x is a polynomial, it carries equal sign. So we say P of x equal to 0 is a polynomial equation. It is a polynomial equation and it is a polynomial equation and 1 is called root of the polynomial equation. Root of the polynomial equation. Once again, you must observe that the zeros of the polynomial x minus 1 is obtained by equating to 0. That is x minus 1 equal to 0, x equal to 1. And so we say p of x equal to 0 is a polynomial equation and 1 is a root of the polynomial equation p of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0. 1 is a root of the polynomial equation p of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0 is a polynomial equation and 1 is a root of the polynomial equation p of x equal to 0. So we say that 1 is a 0 the polynomial 1. This 1 is a 0 of the polynomial x minus 1. 1 is a 0 of the polynomial x minus 1, or so we say that 1 is a 0 of the polynomial x minus 1, or root of the polynomial equation. Root of the polynomial equation x minus 1 equal to 0. So once again, we can say our polynomial p of x equal to x minus 1 and polynomial p of x equal to x minus 1, and we are going to find the zeros of the polynomial by equating it to 0, that is x equal to 1. So p of x equal to 0 is a polynomial equation and 1 is called a root of the polynomial equation p of x equal to 0. So we say that this 1 x equal to 1 is a 0 of the polynomial x minus 1. 1 is a 0 of the polynomial x minus 1, or 1 is a root of the polynomial equation x minus 1 equal to 0. X minus 1 both are same. So 0 the polynomial or root of the polynomial equation. It is an equation and it carries equals, and x minus 1 equal to 0 is a polynomial equation. X minus 1 is called polynomial. X minus 1 equal to 0 is called polynomial equation. So 1 is a 0 of polynomial or 1 is a root of polynomial equation. These two are same meaning. Now consider the constant polynomial 5. Constant polynomial 5. 5, we know that we have learned that 5 is a polynomial. It is called constant polynomial. Then can you tell what its 0 is? What its 0 is? 5 is a constant polynomial. Then can you tell what its 0 is? It has no 0. Why? We can say it has no 0 because replacing x by any number, in 5x raised to 0 gives us 5. So we can write the constant polynomial as 5x raised to 0 and replacing x by any number. Here replacing x by any number, that is 5 into 1 power 0 or 5 into 2 power 0 or 5 into 3 power 0 or any etc. Any replacing x by any number gives us 5. So we can say that constant polynomial has no 0. So generally we can say that constant polynomial has no 0. So then next, what about the 0 of a 0 polynomial? 0 of a 0 polynomial. What about the 0 of a 0 polynomial? 0 polynomial we can express in any of the form. 0 polynomial 0x cube plus 0x square plus 0x plus 1 plus 0x etc. It is a 0 polynomial. Then we can give any value to x, any real value to this x gives us 0. So we can see that every real number is a 0 of 0 polynomial. So we have discussed 2 points. One is constant polynomial has no 0 and every real number is a 0 of a 0 polynomial. So these two things you should remember. Constant polynomial has no 0. At the same time 0 polynomial has every real number is a 0 of 0 polynomial. Okay, now consider one example. Some more examples. Check whether minus 2 and 2. Check whether minus 2 and 2 are the zeros of x plus 2. We have to check minus 2 and 2. These two are the zeros of the polynomial x plus 2 or not. So how to check they are the zeros or not? Just we discuss. We are equating this polynomial to 0. That is a solution for this one is first we have to write it as let p of x equal to x plus 2. P of x equal to x plus 2 and p of minus 2. Find p of minus 2. P of minus 2 is minus 2 plus 2. X equal to minus 2. We know minus 2 plus 2 equal to 0. P of 2 equal to minus 2 and p of 2. Find p of 2. 2 plus 2. X equals 2. So 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Here we have seen that p of minus 2 is 0 and p of 2 equal to 4. P of minus 2 is 0. So we can say minus 2 is a 0 and 2 is not. Minus 2 is a 0 of p of x. Minus 2 is a 0 of p of x and 2 is not 0 of p of x. That is x plus 2. 2 is not a 0 of x plus 2. Minus 2 is a 0 of x plus 2. Now another example. Find a 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial p of x equal to 2x plus 1. 0 of the polynomial. We have to find a 0 of the polynomial p of x equal to 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1 is a polynomial. We have to find a 0 of it. Solution. How to find this one? 0 of this p of x. We have to find a 0 of the polynomial 2x plus 1. Here, finding zeros of the polynomial, that is same as solving this equation. That means we are going to find the 0 of the polynomial, that is same as solving the equation. Solving the equation p of x equal to 0. P of x equal to 0. That means 2x plus 1 equal to 0. We have to find it. Solve this one. 2x plus 1 equal to 0. How to solve this one? You already learned from 8th standard solving linear equations. So 2x plus 1 equal to 0. How to solve? We can solve this by 2x plus 1. Then what is next step? Minus 1 equal to 0 minus 1. Then plus 1 and minus 1 cancel. 2x equal to minus 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 2x equal to minus 1. And dividing both sides by 2. Dividing both sides by 2. So we get x equal to minus 1 by 2. So we say x equal to minus 1 by 2 is a 0 of the polynomial 2x plus 1. So x equal to minus 1 by 2 is a 0 of the polynomial 2x plus 1. Now, if p of x equal to ax plus b, another polynomial p of x equal to ax plus b, a not equal to 0. What is this one? P of x is ax plus b, a not equal to 0. We know that it is a linear polynomial. It is a linear polynomial that we know. It is a linear polynomial. Then, how can we find a 0 of this p of x? 0 of this polynomial p of x, ax plus b. P of x is ax plus b, a not equal to 0. How can we find a 0 of this one? What to do? Yes, we know from the last example, we are going to equate this polynomial to 0. That is, p of x equal to 0. That means ax plus b equal to 0. What is the next step? How to solve this one? That is, ax plus b, then minus b equal to 0 minus b, subtracting b from both sides, then b and minus b cancel. Ax equal to minus b. Then what is the next step? Dividing both sides by a, that is x equal to minus b by a. X equal to minus b by a is the only solution of this polynomial p of x. So we got x equal to minus b by a. X equal to minus b by a is a 0 the polynomial p of x. P of x equal to ax plus b. That is, we know it is a linear polynomial. So we conclude that a linear polynomial has, what is the conclusion from this? A linear polynomial has linear polynomial has one and only one zeros, one and only one zero. So we conclude that, what is our conclusion? We conclude that a linear polynomial has one and only one zero. P of x is a linear polynomial. We got x equal to minus b by a. So we conclude that a linear polynomial has one and only one zero. Now consider one more example. Consider the polynomial and polynomial x square minus 2x. P of x is x square minus 2x. P of x, consider the polynomial P of x equal to x square minus 2x. Then check whether 0 and 2 are the zeros of this polynomial or not. P of x is x square minus 2x. Check whether 0 and 2 are the zeros of the polynomial or not. So we are going to check it. First one, P of 0. P of 0 equal to 0 square minus 2 into 0, that is equal to 0. Answer is 0. And P of 2 equal to 2 square minus 2 into 2. That is, we know what is 2 square. 2 square equal to 4. 2 into 2, 4 minus 4. 4 minus 4 equal to 0. Here we got P of 0 equal to 0, P of 2 equal to 0. So we have two zeros. So this polynomial P of x equal to x square minus 2x, it has two zeros, 0 and 2. Now, let us now list our observations. From these examples, list out our observation. What do you observe from these all examples? First observation. What is our first observation? A zero of a polynomial. What is the first observation? First observation is a zero of a polynomial. Zero of a polynomial need not be 0. Zero of a polynomial need not be 0. Then second observation. What is second observation? Second observation is 0. 0 may be a zero of a polynomial. 0 may be a zero of a polynomial. That is second observation. Then third observation is, what is the third observation in case of linear polynomial? A linear polynomial. What is that? A linear polynomial has one and only one zero. Fourth one. What is the fourth one? A polynomial can have more than one zero. From the last example, we have seen that a polynomial can have more than one zero. So these are the observations we observe from our examples. Once again, a zero of a polynomial need not be 0, and the second one is 0 may be a zero of a polynomial. Third observation is a linear polynomial has one and only one zero. Fourth one is a polynomial can have more than one zero. So these are the observations. I hope that you understood the concept well. Then I will give some worksheet. You have to complete the worksheet and you have to post it to your group as far as possible. Thank you.